Okay, this is the Storm Realm from GermanWinterFox. He did recently put out a video of his design, his take on the Storm Realm. It's very good. It was very movie accurate. He's put out a second version, which is going to have more hazards and stuff, just be a little more difficult. So I haven't actually gone through this one yet. This one I'm watching blind. I was going to do a reaction to the other one, but then he just put this one out. So let's do this. I want to go through it. I want to go through this track because this is one of the most beautiful recreations of an Acceleracers track I've seen, or the first one was. I'm hoping this one is just as good. And honestly, yeah, I'll link his channel in the description. Definitely check him out. He's just done a great job on that first one, and I'm assuming this one's going to be just as beautiful. So we got the big fall. There's no track, which is perfect. I don't like the lack of edges. I feel like when there's some parts that have no edge, but I think that the majority of the track should have edges, and it looks like that's what he's doing. Yeah, alright, he's got edges here, that's fine. Checkpoints in place now to stop people skipping, which is good. No edge on the inside is fine, as long as you got the edge on the outside. Ooh. That's horrifying. There's only magnet in the middle, so if you stick to the middle, obviously you're gonna have better traction. But the one issue I did have was this was all magnet. Personally, I'd be trying to stick to the magnet in the middle. You get better traction. You're not fighting it. This is beautiful. I really am a big fan of this. And if you can stick to that racing line in the center, then obviously you're going to go a bit further. Just gorgeous, gorgeous work on that entire piece of track. Again, I feel like there should be some slightly more edges. People in his comments on the first one complained that it wasn't hard enough. I think this is possibly making it a bit too punishing to fall, but at the same time, it's an Acceleracers realm, so that's fine as well. Oh, beautiful cornering, and here we go. We're heading up towards the vertical. This is good, this is good, this is free, this is free, this is magnet, which is fine. What I really don't like is this part here being magnet. Monkey falls from this bit. We see that you've got to, keep up your downforce to stay on the track. And without the magnet, that can be recreated. But with the magnet, unfortunately, not so much. These twin mills work very well as pseudo lightning bolts. Twin mills? We're driving twin mill. Oh, and we've got two paths. This is beautiful because the original that he didn't have the two paths, but there are two paths in the movie, I believe. Well, the movie's shown to have multiple paths connect. It's not shown to have them split, I think. But either way, it's really good to see that he has got the extra path in. It is very commonly believed amongst the Acceleracers community that this track has two routes. This honestly is just great work, start to finish. Yeah, it's just, I'm a big fan at the moment. We do have the Thunderdome ahead by the looks of it, and I'm excited to get to that part too. This whole thing just seems to be very well designed. I'm a big fan of it. As I said, there's only one thing I would change, which is that section of the vertical, which has magnet on it. I'd probably just remove the magnet, but that's just my opinion on it. Oh, that's beautiful. He got caught. Alright. Got this loop. This isn't quite the Thunderdome. No, this is just very loopy parts. The last version had like a massive Thunderdome, which looked awesome. This is still really cool. I'm still a big fan of this. Again, a reward for being in the center. Okay, so that is the replacement of the Thunderdome. I will go back and we'll just have a look at his previous one. I just have a look at the Thunderdome on this. But this was a very similar track. It just had a lot more walls and magnets on it. So we've got all that there. But if we skip ahead to about here-ish... Nope, sorry. Skip to about here. We'll see the Thunderdome ahead. We've got, this is the first like little loop thing. This isn't really per se the Thunderdome, but it does lead into it, which is just beautiful. Like, look at those loops over there. They're just insanity. And for this part, I can understand magnets, because, like, it's impossible to keep up with, like, you need to keep your speed up to be doing that many loops, and that's not necessarily always going to be as viable as you want it to be. So magnets for this section is fine, in my opinion. But this is just wild, and this is just so beautifully done here. He's really made so much use of the space. This is the biggest and easiest map to build on, especially for loops and stuff, like big things. So he's done a very phenomenal job of just capitalizing on how much space he has and using every single ounce of space. It looks like he's made this track so much bigger than you think that something could fit here. So just really good work from start to finish. Like, there's just so much loop. It's just insanity here. I love it. I love it. This really extends the length of the track while at the same time not taking up a lot of space. It's just beautiful work. And as far as an Acceleracers track goes, and the Storm Realm in general, this is the most accurate to recreations of the Storm Realm I've ever seen. The only thing I would suggest is remove the magnets from the vertical, because you're meant to be able to fall if you're not going fast enough. Maybe he had issues where he wasn't able to get the cars to stay on. That could be a problem there. The other thing is the Thunderdome was massive before. He's probably had to reduce it just due to how much the game allows, because he has added a bit. So the game probably doesn't allow him to, like, there's probably too many limitations on how big you can build your track to make the Thunderdome as impressive as it was in that first one for that second one. That would be my assumption there. But if you're on PS4, please check out this track. It is amazing. Go for it. Let's get some records on there, guys.